against the BYU Cougars and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a
BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Aggies offense will have the football first. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Under pressure. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Tells to run, wants to pass. Got his man. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to throw it again. Fires left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your number one guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's 2 in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double 2 guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchups they want to get. I think there's opportunities in this offense today with these 2 big-time targets outside to make some plays, but they got to be versatile, and they got to try to be as multiple as they can.
Caught. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On play action. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Davis looking to pass. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. inside to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play fake. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The give. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Wide receivers all over the place. Trips to the left on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Schrader. Oh, pressure's coming. Going to try to get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on 1 time. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Sells the run, looking to pass. Can hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. Off play action. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Schrader. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Misses badly on that one. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Right down the middle. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Making his first move. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Turns it upfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Brown. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Schrader. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Tries to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. 2nd and long here. The fake wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Driven back. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Caught over the middle. It's Saunders. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Good coverage to knock that pass away. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He Hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Davis will throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Trying the left side. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signaling for the 2-minute timeout. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. It's complete on the right side. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. A 1st down for the offense. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 25. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. He breaks a tackle.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Drops back. It's Schrader. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right half. They put on the heat and they blocked it. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. BYU lines up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this first half. Running behind that left side. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Bulldogs in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path? Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. Now back over to your game at Kyle Field. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They go to the draw.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Tries to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Pulls it and runs it again. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to establish the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knock that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. They give it back to him. Nice move to pick up yardage. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running it to the right. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Davis looking to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces a third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, here's Brown. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Pulls it on the option. At the 45 on its way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over it. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Making the adjustment. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. One more time, it's Brown. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8. Past the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Now just about ready to snap at the start of the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Schrader. They're working that left side. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on second down. The give. Looking for a crease. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Working that left side now. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Wants to go up top on second down. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. Here's Brown. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They're going to run it. They put the brakes on it. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They give it to him again. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. Back to throw, it's Schrader. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the fourth. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. That one just came off his hand badly. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Handoff from the shotgun. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be second and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeps it on the option. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. BYU has this offense clicking. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. BYU right back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Finding space. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you got to have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, and they surge on top here in the final minute.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Schrader. He wants a big play here late. Goes high to pull it in. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And talk about stepping up in a huge moment of the game. This guy's been relatively quiet throughout the game, but here in a 2-minute situation, he makes arguably the biggest play of the game so far for his offense. Nice job.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. They're all over him. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. This defense leaving nothing to chance, stripping away and jumping on that football, and they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Man, you talk about all the excitement and emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over, and now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.